Good evening. It's another episode of a Raw review with the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. It's the Masaku.
Swags with you right over here with you.
And we just got finished watching Raw. I can say that I don't know if I'm liking the whole like midday timing, but we got another one coming up soon when next week is at 3 p.m. But
Yeah, the fact that it's going to be even more earlier, like it'll be, I mean, I'm in a position where, well, kind of, I can at least listen to it while I work. To a certain degree, I can watch it while I'm working, but like, because I got Netflix on the cellular device, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, I get it. They're over there, they're overseas, and this is their way of still giving it to us live. So otherwise, it's recorded. But I mean, you know how some people feel about live and it recorded and all that good stuff.
there are certain things that you definitely want to be a part of live. I will admit that. And, you know, before we kind of get into it, a perfect example is the beginning of the show. We talk about that. But yes, we are live, still on the European tour. And I'm gonna let you start things off because this is something I really wanted to get into immediately because it's the top of the hour, just like last week, and is Cody. Well, not Cody Rhodes. Is John Cena starting off the show immediately? So let's give it a rundown. This is the top of the. This is the top topic in wrestling right now. So let's get into it. What happened in the beginning of Raw?
So let me start off by saying that I'm I'm not going to be well if this is what we're going to do every beginning of Raw leading up to WrestleMania. I'm gonna need something more, okay? Because John Cena comes out and he starts off everything talking about, and to the bare bones of it all, he's all like, listen, like, I know what you guys like, I know what you guys hate. And because I know what you guys hate so much, I'm going to take it from you. And he goes into this whole deal talking about how when he became champion and he turned the belt into the spinner belt, and apparently he looked it up and saw how there was so much negative reviews about the spinner belt and this and the other, and how I guess he turned the heavyweight title into a toy and this and the other. And so he's all like, what my plan is, his his master plan of sorts, is he's going to take the 17th title reign, so that now and forever, when you think of who's held the title the most, the only person you're going to think of is going to no longer be the fun loving, happy, yay, Ric Flair and woos. It's going to be me, John Cena. The meanest version of John Cena, I guess we're getting. And it's fine. It's very interesting that how John Cena is currently going about this particular bit. It's like it's literally it's almost it's literally the whole I'm literally turning everything that you guys do against you. It's almost fourth wall breaking to a certain degree. It's like because they was given the chance, like they were giving the shut the f up Cena chance, and f yeah, the fu Cenas, and he's going on about like, nah, please continue going on with those chants. It's crazy how you guys have to resort to profanity to try and get at me and all this other stuff. And oh, listen, he is on his I'm trying to belittle everybody right now. Like, the whole like, listen, you guys are just puppets. If I do this way, then you're gonna do that. If I start talking in a particular cadence, then now you guys are gonna do the what chants. Like I have studied you all, and I know how to make you guys do what you want do. I know how to make you guys react, and I know how to make you guys yay, and I know how to make you guys boo. I know how to make you guys care, but I also know how to hurt you. And I'm going to hurt you. And how I'm going to hurt you is that I'm going to go and I'm going to take the belt at WrestleMania. And then I'm going to retire with this belt. And I'm going to take it with me. And then there won't be any belt. And then you guys are going to have to go make a little play toy belt to give to whatever person is going to hold the title next. But I will forever be the last real champion to ever hold this title in the WWE type thing. And I'm like, okay, all right, I see what you're doing here, Cena. Like, you was stirring the crowd up some kind of fierce, though, with the stuff that he was saying. And then after he does everything that he has to say, to retort, Cody Rhodes comes out. Yes. So Cody Rhodes comes out. And it almost felt like Cody Rhodes kind of said a whole lot of nothing. Because to really sum up what he was saying is he pretty much came out there and says like, "Ayo, John Cena, I hear what you're saying, and that's not going to happen." Okay,
real
that
real real quick, because apparently it looks like my audio cut out, so that way the audience just heard what I just said. So when Cody comes out, I'm not a fan of this right now. I'm not a fan of every time John Cena's getting to chat, he's to cook, and then Cody's coming out. Every time that happens, it's like it's pointless because it's like John Cena is supposed to have this moment. And then if Cody's coming out, he's coming out to parade the audience. He's coming out to shake hands. He's doing the like you're supposed to be mad right now. Why are you doing all this extra hoorah stuff? Like the dude did all
because
that.
he's the good guy. He is the good guy. If you want to even flip the script, John Cena would do the same thing. The first person that came to my mind was Randy Orton. Randy Orton's out there talking shit and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden John Cena comes out there and his music's playing and he's all like, haha, I'm that guy. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna talk to him. See you in the ring. Run down to the ring, hit the slide, brapple all the good stuff and whatnot. And John Cena will be cheery and chipper, but then just like what Cody Rhodes did in this particular interview, once he started talking to him and everything, he cut to the seriousness because he was all like, "No, you're not taking." He was all like, "No, you're not taking anything away from these people." And on top of that, before you could take anything from them, you gotta figure out how to take it from me. And I know for damn sure that's not gonna happen. And so, and then Cody Rhodes is like getting hype and everything, and he's in the midst of talking about how it's like, yeah, no, you're not gonna take this from me, and if you're gonna try, and if you think you're going to, then oh boy, you're gonna have to try very, very hard. And he's like, and you know what? As a matter of fact, starts taking his clothes off and shit and everything. He's all like, takes the belt, lays it in front of him, and he's all like, if you really think you could take this from me, go ahead, try it. right now. Belt's right here. What you gonna do? And in good old heel fashion, he turns around. John Cena turns and leaves. Goes up the ramp. Cody Rhodes tries to say something to really goad him back. John Cena turns around, looks like he's about to come back. He stops. He's out of here. And that's what we get. It
I
was
will
actually a
say,
lot shorter in comparison to last week, but it's like,
yeah,
but you know what we didn't get? We still don't know what the final boss has to do with any of this dumb shit.
yes, and that's what I was getting ready to say. Like, it literally is the same promo from last week. It's literally the same
Oh,
promo.
so last week was John Cena saying, "This is why fuck you," and then this week John Cena's like, "This is how I'm gonna fuck you. This is my plan. This is my master plan. I'm going to villain monologue and be all like, you guys have done all this stuff. I've done my research, and now I know what's going to hurt you. I'm going to take the title from you all, and I'm going to retire with it. Because I am John Cena." And Cody Rhodes comes out there. He's all like, "Not so fast, John Cena. I'm not going to let you get away with this because I have the power of friendship and adrenaline runs within my soul because I am Cody
Something,
Rhodes."
something, Cody Rhodes. Yes, something, Cody Rhodes.
That's, that's,
Honestly,
that's what we got.
it
That's
literally
what we
is
got.
that. That's why I say I feel like it's the same promo, just a different font. Or it really it when you start hearing John talk for a second, I'm like, okay, John, you're cooking. I see you're trying to add some seasoning to it. It's not bland right now, but it is not it's not that level. And then all of a sudden Cody comes out, and to me it pulled me out. It pulled me out because while I see where John is going with it, am I completely pulled in just yet? No, because just like how you said, what did the final boss have to do with this? We have not seen The Rock. We haven't had any word from The Rock. The Rock does not play a factor in this right now.
Like,
And
I'm
that,
curious to wonder, like, if The Rock is even supposed to, or if that was all just a ruse. Like,
yeah,
because if
because
that's the case, then why we waste my time? Just like with that very ass T-shirt that they've come out with. Like, why does that? Why did that? What does that have to do with anything as well? Like, outside of the fact that the guy who came up with the T-shirt is the theme song for the event.
mm-hmm.
Like, he's such a non-factor apparently. Uh,
Yes.
he's even more of a non-factor. And The Rock, if he's a non-factor, then I'm all like, because I need to know what this soul exchange is about. That's what I need to know.
I
Like
feel like if they could have did something like maybe some promos, like more like promos are not there, but like taped promos, with Travis Scott and The Rock hanging out with each other, maybe doing certain things that would deem why, selling your soul to him was valuable. But again, when you look at John and his career, he's a movie star now and he's obviously a legend. So it's like you still have to wonder what was the value of his soul? Was the value to get the chance to win the belt for the 17th time and beat Ric Flair, or was the value to hurt the fans? Because then, if that's the case, dude, you could have did that without the help of The Rock.
because right now it seems like it's actually the whole "I'm gonna hurt the fans because they hurt me" type deal. And if that is the case, then did he really actually sell his soul,
Exactly.
or like
Did he just turn heel? You know,
He's human. He
yeah, human. Yeah. So you're saying being a heel is a human?
No, he's not a heel.
Uh,
He's not a baby face.
oh yeah, you're
He's not a
right.
heel.
You're right. You're right. That was the part of the promo. He's human.
He's only human. Don't put the blame on he.
I'm
And so,
so. But
and someone, who was it that brought that to my attention now?
who? That
I
song?
can't. No. Oh no. That song lives rent free in my head.
No, I'm talking
Um,
about them blending that situation with the song.
oh no.
Oh,
That's just because I'm a lyricist and that's what I do.
okay.
That
Valid.
particular song does just live rent free in my head. But no, the thing that I was going to say was, I was somebody somebody else said this. I didn't come up with this or make this connection, but they were saying the fact that they made that connection about, John Cena's like, I'm not a baby face, I'm not a heel, I'm a human. Just like how a certain somebody is not a good guy, not a bad guy. He was the guy. You don't remember that?
No, but I'm trying to get the connection. Maybe I'm not reading it.
It's the whole thing of like, I'm not good, I'm not bad, I'm just here type
Okay,
situation.
no, I thought when you were like, he's not the good guy, he's not the bad guy. I was thinking maybe it was connected to another person. Like, you know how sometimes
No, it
wrestlers do that.
is. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so the comparison I'm making is with Roman Reigns because he's
That's what I'm saying. It felt somewhere. I was like, he's not talking about Hunter. He's not talking about such. I'm like, who? But when you said the guy, okay, that makes more sense because Roman used to call himself the guy, or still
yes,
technically
he
does.
he he was the one who, yeah, he was the one who kind of came with that whole talk. He's like, I'm not a bad guy, I'm not a good guy, I'm the guy.
Mm-hmm,
John
mm-hmm.
Cena is not a baby face good guy. He's not a heel bad guy. He is the guy, or he's human.
So do you think
How
that
he
now, okay, now with that theory, that would be a form of I think you're not duplicating, but you are taking something of an art and then paying homage to it basically by doing something very similar to it.
Oh no, I don't. There's no. Don't take no stock into it. Like, don't
Okay,
really.
it's just somebody
It
just
was.
noticed it,
It
like,
was just a
hey,
friend of mine was all like, we've heard this before, and it was Roman
okay,
Reigns that said it last time. It's
mm-hmm,
like, oh
mm-hmm,
yeah, the whole good guy, baby face, bad guy, heel, Z guy, human.
okay. It's
Because
just
at
like
that
it's
time,
kind of like
Roman Reigns was because at that time Roman Reigns was, what was he? He was like in a weird in between stage where he was like I think they wanted him to be heel, but he wasn't heel. But like he kind of did some heel things, but he was still a good guy per se. And like he was just like, I'm just out here trying to do what I gotta do to do the thing. And so it was like, all right, whatever, Roman.
basically okay.
That was pre Chief shit. So before
Yes.
he before he what was that dumbass shirt that he had, enter wreck things, and
Oh, the Roman Empire.
I don't remember what else it said, but
Oh, wreck, leave, and
it was like show up, wreck
wreck
things,
and
and
and leave. Yeah,
like that stupid shirt.
he
It
wanted to
wasn't.
be
It's
super
not
cool.
ass, but it's stupid. It was stupid.
Yeah,
It was stupid. Dumb shit. But
but that was the top of the hour overall,
yeah, it's not gonna lie. I'm gonna need them to do something next week
and face to
because
face again.
because because like and then not only are they face to face again, but when they bring up the fact that they're face to face again, like, so the first time it was John Cena came out and, oh, look at there, Cody Rhodes, and then this time John Cena come out, they know and preface the fact that he was going to be there, and oh shit, there's Cody Rhodes, and so this time they're announcing, a John Cena is indeed going to come out. Oh, and Cody Rhodes is gonna come out too. I'm like, oh, okay, man. What they gonna talk about now?
And
What do you want to talk
look, so what do you want to talk about?
literally. But now this particular time, I actually don't know what or which I'm kind of looking for right now. I'm at this point, I'm needing them to give me. I need them to give me something because
Hmm.
they're losing me a little bit, just a little bit. 'Cause it was cool the first time. It was cool. This time, it's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not upset, but I'm just like, okay. And then after they're all like, hey, we're gonna do this again. I'm like, okay, all right.
uh,
But yeah, that's our champion. That's our championship right there, buddy. So after all that goes down, there is a little promo that kind of talks about just the whole Finn Balor situation that's been going on and how he had his match and well, fucked it
oh
up.
wait, you said who again?
Finn Balor
You mean
and
Penn?
wow, damn, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, buddy. That's what
That's
we're doing right now.
right
Cause
now.
back in my day, Finn Balor used to be the demon. Oh yeah, we used to speak stories about the demon. Anytime he used to come out and he'd slap his knees and open up and the lights came up, we feared that man. But this man, no, no, no. The only thing this man fears is looking up at the lights. Those are the lights that's popping up now. Every time his back hits the mat
This
and
man
it
is so
slaps.
dumb. Looking up at lights. Wow, wow, that's a lot. That's a that's a lot there. All right, let's okay. Hey, let's yay.
Say his name 3 times as the amount of times the ref hits the hand on the mat. Pin, Fowler.
Wow, so that's crazy. That is
Pin,
absolute
Fowler.
crazy work, bruv. You out here listen listen when them Finn Balor fans start coming at you, bro. I'm a watch cause that
But no, I mean,
I ain't associated with none of that. Just
I'm
let's
still
put
a
that on
Finn
record.
Balor fan. No, don't get it twisted. It's just that's what creative is doing right now. They're not doing anything with them. Like he's not the Finn we used to know. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You
But
know, I mean that much is true. He's definitely not the Finn Balor that we used to know. But they did the whole breakdown of what happened with that, and you know, Penta doing the thing, and so the crazy piece to me though, that was I'm like, I'm not mad at it. It was just wild. I was like, it's all like, yeah, yeah. And Penta came out there and was all like, yeah, fam, I'm coming for that title. And they're like, cool, we actually like that energy. We we actually like that energy so much that we're gonna make Braun defend his title again. No number one contender. No, 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 no. Tonight he is fighting Penta. He is defending the Intercontinental title. And I'm like, damn, those back-to-back defenses though. All right, Braun. Hey, pop off, King.
sounds like GM mode stuff. Trying to get the ratings up.
As somebody who was just playing that before we, yes, that's exactly what we do. Be like,
Oh, I know.
listen, we be up in a bit like, hey yo, so I I know I just had you and the other guy um have a match and put your title on the line in like a tables match. But I'm gonna need you to run it back again, but this time it's gonna be in a no DQ match. You're defending it against this other person, and the only reason why is because this other person was complaining about the fact that they had a title shot in a minute, so I'm just letting them have it get their title shot in. And so, but do know to further this rivalry, guy who you was fighting last week for a title, they're going to interfere in the match and try to cost you the title.
Base.
But if you got money like how I do in the game, you just be all like, but don't worry. The match is fixed. You're going to win. You're keeping the title because I need you to actually have the big blowout match at in three
Oh,
more
so you
weeks
can
at the
so
pay
you
per
can
view.
fix.
Brother. Oh, listen, fam. Yes, so to get a little off topic real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
They have
curious.
these
Yeah.
they have these things called power cards in GMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these power cards can do all different sorts of kind of things. They can be like you can get ones that are like hey, when you have this particular kind of match, if you have one of these matches on your card, that if that match will be boosted ratings type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have a superstar who has low morale because they're pissed off at the way that you're doing stuff and the way you're booking them, you can like raise their morale, give them a morale boost or
Yeah, I
whatever
remember that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and stuff. And so they have so the one that I'm referring to in the particular case, there is because usually when you do the simulations, it's at random. I do think they do take in account, like I don't exactly know what it is that they take in account when it comes to fight when they we
Yeah, like how like
like who's
SmackDown
going to.
2 used to do it by your ranking almost, didn't they?
So yeah, so the rank they still have a ranking,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like I don't know what goes into play in regard because like when with your character, right? They which just like how it used to be, they have their personal overall, and then they have their popularity level,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have a stamina level, and then they have a morale level type thing. And
Mm-hmm.
so, of course, the popularity level is the depending on how much the fans are receiving them and how much they're like and how popular that they are. So if they're like, if they got a high popularity, if they have a high number on their popularity, then you want to make sure that you have them in your main event or your first match of the night kind of thing, right? And then like your lower popularity people, you keep those in the mid card type deal. And so there's that. And then that but and then like the stamina is takes an account of how much you're using them and how tired they are. Cuz whenever if you have someone and they're defending their title every week, they're going to run out of stamina and they're going to get injured. And when they get injured, they can be injured for a while. And I do mean a while. Back in the previous game, they can get injured, but they'll be injured for like anywhere to 1 to 4 weeks. On this game, if someone gets injured, they could be out anywhere between 1 to 8 weeks is the highest I've seen.
I was about to say if you said like a year.
No, not a year.
Okay.
That would be crazy. But no, I think 8 weeks. I I I I thought I saw 11 one time,
Mm.
but I know for certain know that it goes at least up to 8, but I think it can go higher type thing. And so and they get injured whenever they're like, if their stamina gets way too low. So it's like the sweet spot for stamina is like if they're like below 30 stamina,
Okay.
If they're below 30 stamina, you're either going to want to make them rest and just not do anything for that week
Mm-hmm.
on the show, or if you really trying to at least use them like if you really need to use them for something, you put them in a promo, okay? Because the
Mm-hmm.
promo, they don't heal as much stamina, but like it won't tire them out crazily, kind of thing. Like they'll actually like heal up a little bit doing a promo, but it's better to just not let them be on the show. But of course, when you don't let them be on the show, that also affects their popularity level if they're, depending on if it's going up or if it's being stagnant type thing. And so going, but just cutting all the
Yeah,
way
cutting
to
back then.
the
Yeah, yeah.
main deal is the fact that one of the power cards that they have is called fixed match. Because once again, you don't have control over who wins or
Can you
you
not play the
can
matches out?
you can you
Okay.
could you can watch the match. You can actually play the match if you want to, or you could just simulate the match type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you, because I've never used the power card because I rarely like when I'm playing GM mode. I usually don't watch matches
Mm-hmm.
on GM mode, but you can. But whenever on GMO, when you give them the it's called the fixed match power card. Pretty much it says if this person has a match on this show,
Card.
yeah, if they have a match on this card, they will win it no matter what. And that's like if it was a tag team match or if it's a gauntlet match, because gauntlet matches,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's like just a regular one-on-one for a title. So it's like if you have, which the real reason for using the fact I think that one of the main reasons why I think this particular power card exists is because sometimes you can have two people feuding, and then one of your wrestler who's feuding with someone is like, "Hey, listen, I'm tired of getting my ass beat. So like, can we make sure that the next match that I have, I'm winning?" And usually I'll be all like, "Sure." And I'll like make them have a match, but then I'll like make someone interfere in the match.
Mm.
Because usually I'm cheap. I only use the power card whenever I'm all like,
Also, the power card costs money.
yes. Now,
Okay.
you can unlock and get power cards a couple of different ways. Um, cause you can get power cards by paying for them, and the ones that you pay for are usually like the very special ones, and the fixed match one is often one that you have to pay for.
Okay.
You can get power cards if you're trying to like if you because there's like for every week, right? There will be like Triple H will be all like, "Hey, on this show for this week, I need there to be like at least one triple threat match."
Mm-hmm.
Or he'll pretty much request for there to be some type of special certain thing to happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he'll be like, "Hey, uh, let your tag team champions rest. I don't want your tag team champions in a match tonight." Or
Okay.
I don't want your main singles champions in a match. Or whoever is the lowest popularity person in your roster, I need them to be in a match tonight. These are all optional, but if you do it, then you can get extra power cards every week, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also another set of stipulations where you can do where it's like little goals. So it'll be all like in like it will say like for the span of the year, you need to have like 10 Hell in a Cell matches for because I think because the game goes by I think like 25 weeks or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like within the 25 weeks, you need to have at least 10 Hell in a Cell matches. Not consecutively, not at the same time, but just throughout that 25 weeks. You need to have 10 Hell in a Cell matches. And if you do that, then you get a special power up card that like boosts the popularity of your next Hell in a Cell match whenever you decide to use it. Or and they have like little different things that are like that, and that, how to be able to get extra or more new power cards, kind of thing. And so,
Okay, so I guess the kind of caveat back to, I guess, the fixed job, is that kind of related to the. I think we kind of drifted off with the Finn story and stuff like that, but I don't remember if it had any relation to that thing.
um, well, because what brought that up was where it brought it up. Going back into what we was talking about was the fact of that Braun Breaker here,
Ah, yes,
Bronathan,
yes, yes. Was defending a
now
title
is
again.
he's defending his title for the second week in a row, and he's defending it against Penta, which is the main event. Which is interesting that the Intercontinental title's been like holding down the main event scene right now. I'm kind of messing with that, but so that's where that went, and I think and I might have, and I think because at because the way I ended up taking my notes, I might have it a little flipped around, but actually, yeah, I think what happened after that, it was a tag. Yeah, okay, I did have it flipped around. A tag team match. The Usos are back together. Jimmy and
Oh,
Jay.
so
You said something, but it didn't come through on the
I
audio.
said, oh, so
Like literally, we saw you mouth it, but like it like I guess it was too loud. Your mic was all like, "We're not doing it."
mm.
No.
It's your baby. Oh, dang, what? Anyway,
Well, yeah. So they come out and they're going up against A Town Down Under.
do you know people thought that was gonna be Joe Henry? Yes,
Wait, what?
they thought his secret tag team partner was gonna be Joe Henry. Yeah, there are people that thought, because Joe Henry is from where they were at,
Yeah,
and
Scotland.
yeah, and they thought, oh, his mystery person, it'll be Joe Henry.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been, but at the same time, no, no,
Are you a Joe Henry hater?
no. I'm just saying it would make no sense. I mean,
Well,
I do. I mean, like in the storyline aspect, Joe Henry coming to help him, like no. But also, while I do love the meme that is Joe Henry, it just needs to be toned down just a tad bit sometimes. sometimes, sometimes it's just like nah, bro. Nah. Like right now, like the whole thing about everybody thought he was gonna be a tag team partner. It's like, man, come on. Like I love it too, but no, probably not this one because it
see,
only made sense with Jimmy.
I would have never guessed, and that would have been a surprise of a century right there.
Oh, it would have.
Especially considering the fact that like I believe that Joe Henry is over in that area. So like he's over
He's
there.
over
But
anywhere.
I mean
I know
say
what you
his
mean.
name and he appears,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but
but that match, it was okay. It was good. It was a fun watch.
the
But
one and done. We got to see the one and done again. Thank goodness. Ah, I missed the 3D so much, bro.
that was kind of nice. But I just want to talk about my goon Gunther right now on his gangster shit, just pulling up on cats and just growl like straight. undetected, unnoticed, to be such a big dude and just coming through with the sneak right now on his sneaky link shit, man. Like Gunther is a bad man right now. And it's like because he comes out and he does his thing. Now, of course, he does get stopped, but he still gets away with enough. The fact that he still showed up, got his licks, and then dipped. Gunther out here like every time you're gonna hate like there's just like Gunther really out here, right? And I'm just like, I get why people say there is no possible way for this man to go into this match and lose. But boy, do I need that to happen. I really want to this man take this L right
Are
now.
you no yeet? Are you no yeet?
Uh oh, I'm pro Yeet, but I'm definitely a bit more pro Gunther.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the Jey Uso fans gonna say about that. G. It's all yeet. Actually, no. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that back. People are mad at him, but I like. I don't. I don't. Before we go too far, I'm gonna say my piece with this match real quick. Match was fine too. Decent match. Got to see 3D. One and done. That's all I cared about. Boom, bam, we're done. The next part, I think it was explaining why at the post match, when Gunther is going at them and Jay is get ready to go for a spear, he like trips. And at first you're like, huh?
But that was some dumbass shit, bro. That shit had
And
me
and,
mad.
and Michael Cole, he's calling on a commentary like, is it? Oh, he's getting ready to do the spear, and wait, whoa, oh, he overstepped. Yeah, Gunther jumped on. I'm like, mm. Boy, and to have that happen and then go backstage and then use an explanation behind it. I love that part of the angle. I love how they basically hit us with a discus lariat. It says, yeah, he's messed it up, but we gonna spin it around and give you a reason why. And I had this conversation with Matt not too long ago where what the story they might be trying to tell is, remember how every week Jay has been saying, you about to see a new Oos, I'm about to turn up, I'm about to do this, but every time he does it, he fumbles, right? He's fumbling every time, and it's starting to get to him so much where every time he's getting ready to go to the ring, it's either Gunther popping up or it's something that's getting to him mentally. This whole moment of him going to WrestleMania for the title is making him crack. It's making him crack so much that he's, oh, I gotta find myself. I gotta be a new person. I gotta be a new Oos. I gotta be this, and that. But every time he's trying to be that, he fumbles. So with the spear incident, that's when he's starting to crack. Every time he lets Gunther get him, that's him starting to crack. And then this moment is him, like Jimmy noticing, like, bro, you're not yourself. Like, you keep fumbling, you keep doing this. Like, you got to get your head in the game for Mania. So it's kind of like explaining the fumbles, but it's like part of it is like, did Jimmy actually just, did Jay really fuck up? Or did creative say, let's spin it and say, okay, he was fucking up because he's getting in his head. He keeps getting choked out. He's getting psyched out. He's mentally not there. And so when we had that conversation, I said, you might be cooking. You might be cooking. So if he loses now, it explains why, because he was letting him get to his head. And that's something Gunther would do. It would keep Gunther strong.
So, with that being stated, that's exactly what's going on. He is absolutely in his head. Listen, because Gunther made a statement and he made a decree. He said, "From this point forward until we face each other, I'm going to make your life an absolute nightmare, and I'm going to make you wish you never made the choice to face me because you don't deserve to be in the same ring that I'm breathing in." Okay. And Gunther has done doing that exactly nonstop. Choked him out 2 weeks in a row. The third week, he choked him out halfway. And then this week, he came out there, got his licks in, and dipped and was like, eh. Rinse, wash, repeat, bruv. Rinse, wash, repeat. And now he out here on like some, once again, sitting there with that sad, fat look up on his face and everything. And yes, no, like his brother's looking at him all, bro, what are you doing? Why are you thinking like this? And like, and we're at that tipping point because literally he was all like, bro, because he admitted the fact, like he's like, man, I can't beat this dude. I can't win. I can't do it. He straight up said, you know what? Can't do this. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna go to WrestleMania. I'm gonna fight this man. I can't beat him. And then his brother's all like, yes, you are absolutely right. You can't beat him acting like this. Now, the interesting thing that's about that, because right now, this is the crash out right now. Like he has lost all hope in himself. He's tired of getting his ass beat. He's tired of being put to sleep at the end of every night and everything. He's tired of this goon, this absolute monster, Gunther. He's tired of him coming out there and putting his boot so far up his ass he could taste it. He's tired of it. He's done. And now he's getting and his spirit has been broken. And so his brother, I feel, because this is almost on some anime shit right now, because it's almost like I can't think of which one to say right now. Shit, where it's all like, damn, the main character, he's hurting. I gotta step in and do something for him. So
It's kind of like any anime story where the main character doesn't have enough strength, so the second character, risk themselves just so the main character can get a boost.
that's exactly what's about to happen. His brother came up, which I was all like, fam, that was solid though. Like he get respect for me because he saw Gunther out the corner of his eye, and he was all like, he left, and he went over to him and was like, hey, you and me next week. And Gunther looking at him all like, oh, you and me, I whatever you want, buddy. And then homie slapped the taste out of Gunther's mouth. He just, oh, hi. Listen, he's like, he got
Fam,
slapped. Like, he slapped him. He slapped him so hard, Gunther almost forgot the fact that he was a gentleman. Like, he like, this ni-
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. He forgot he was on live. He almost forgot he was live.
Listen. But
Shoot,
because Gunther is that dude, he was all like, he took that slap like, okay, next week then, buddy. I'll see you.
I'm sorry, and I don't know if you're familiar with like most stuff on social media. That was crash out material. I know that one guy, Aaron the plumber. How do you fight people randomly? You get slapped in the face like that, we got to throw hands. I'm sorry, we got to throw
Listen,
hands.
But see, that's the difference between you and Gunther. You know what I'm saying? You have to throw hands. But the thing is, Gunther, he ain't got shit to prove to you. Because at the end of the day, he the World Heavyweight Champion, baby. You know?
The Ring General.
He is the Ring General. He is, don't forget, he is indeed also your king of the ring. All right? There is a very large amount of respect that needs to be put at the end of this man's name. He is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, period.
We and the king of the slap too. We floating away so about that. I mean,
Listen, he will chop the skin and flesh and the color of your bone marrow off of you, dog. He'll slap you so hard your ancestors felt it. Your unborn child will be born with a handprint right here, the size of Gunther. Like, yes, Gunther is that guy. Gunther is actually him. Gunther just allows Carmelo to use that phrase because he don't need it. Okay, you can look at me all crazy that you want.
this is extreme glazing.
You can look at me crazy.
Extreme
You can
glazing.
look, you can look at me as crazy as you want. Ain't nobody touching Gunther, right?
Bro, I'm gonna need you to get that checked out, boy. I ain't know that kind of glazing exists.
Wow. Listen, when Gunther come out of the WrestleMania with the heavyweight title, tell me I'm glazing. I tell me I'm glazing then.
I'll keep that in mind. But when Jay wins that mug, I'm gonna need you. You got. I know you got wrestling shirts. You definitely got to have a Uso shirt.
Actually, no.
That's
I
wild.
came this close. I came this close to getting one. And there was I think they had came here and there was a it was a day one ish shirt that
Hmm.
they had.
The old one, the
And
one with the big font.
hmm
Hmm.
and but like it was a very particular color. And I wanted that thing so bad. It was like it was white. It was a white shirt and it was red. And it said day one ish on it. And
Tight,
I was like, yo, that shirt is so clean.
tight.
And I went to the thing, didn't have them. I was so mad. They were gone. If they were there, they were gone. And then I was like, and then the shirts that they did have, it was like, I don't want to pay $40 for this t-shirt.
You're not a real
When
fan.
no, I am a real fan. I'm just a real broke man.
It's just you, Oos. It's just you,
Yes,
Oos. I'm
actually,
playing.
it is indeed just me putting the money on the table and feeding my family. So
Oh
when
my god.
it,
Here we
so
go.
listen, I looked at that shirt and I was all like, damn, I do like eating dinner. And I do like actually playing my video games with the lights on or just having power, like so I
Valid.
was just like, you know what? And then the other fact was the fact that yeah, the other fact that was also taken into account at that time is because I worked at a company that actually sells the WWE shirts. And because I worked at that company, I got those shirts at a very delicious discount. And so, just to put this into perspective for you, when you go to a live event, especially a WWE live event, the shirts are like $40. While at that live event, you can look on your phone and go to WWEshop.com and buy the shirt for like $15 cheaper because they sell them cheaper online. And even with shipping added to it, it's still cheaper than buying it at the goddamn venue.
I think it's because you can get it there right there, and they're adding
Yes,
that value. Yes.
that 15 almost $20 more is the convenience fee.
Yep.
And you know what? The inconvenience of getting 3-day shipping is quite all right with me. And with the place that I used to work at, the convenience of getting free shipping and like 40% off,
That's a steal.
that's more than a steal. That's
Robbery. Stick them up.
worth me not buying it at the goddamn event. That's what that is.
That's
So,
that's worth you keeping those lights on.
yes, I can keep my lights on and have dinner that night and still get the shirt. Actually, well, not have as much dinner, but still eat dinner and then get the shirt. But, listen, broke niggas gotta be broke. This is the thing. This is what it is, what it is.
But
But,
after that segment, what happens next?
so, F, so, so let it be known, we actually, because the situation that we explained with how, like, how the brother is now going to be fighting him next week and
Mm-hmm.
everything, that happened after that happened after a couple of segments, but it was important enough to go ahead and have that talk about it
No, that's good.
because
That's good.
because it's
If
a
there's
thing.
things that link, we could just go ahead and link them together. Yeah.
But so there was a backstage deal with Judgment Day, which this was very interesting to me. And I'm like, what is Liv Morgan doing?
Oh.
Liv Morgan out here stirring. She's stirring the pot right now.
Oh yeah.
Because Dom is all upset and it's kind of sad. He's all like, "Man, Finn's mad at me for what happened, and he's so mad, and I don't think he doesn't want me to try Penta in, but like I think it'd be a great idea." Liv Morgan's all like, "Then just do it." He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Listen, he just doesn't see the value yet. Go talk to Penta, get him in,
I don't know if
and then
I'd
see what
say.
happens."
I don't know if I say that's stirring the pot. Cause low key, that's kind of you just supporting your partner. Low key.
I mean,
Low key.
that you can. That is a position you can take on that. And she also did preface it by saying afterwards, she's like, I mean, listen, you didn't tell him that you was bringing me into the Judgment Day, and now look at me, look at us,
Now that's stirring the
we're
pot.
fine.
That's stirring
So,
the pot.
and so she was like, yeah, because she said that shit. She's like, think about it. Now we got this little intercontinental thing we gotta go take care of, and she leaves, and he's all like, hmm. And of course, a little moment between Dom and Carlito, because Carlito, he's just there for a good time. He's just sitting there chilling, eating apples and shit. Man. He's collecting a paycheck, not taking bumps, bumping a half a night. So
The funny thing you say that because when we get to the end,
bumping a half,
yeah, bumping it.
bumping a half. Like, but so the title match happens. Lyra versus old girl. Um, and I'll be honest,
Yeah, go ahead, cause I'm ready to be there too.
I uh I was listening to it, but I wasn't watching because I was also doing other things at the time that took up my time. But like I was listening to it, and from what I remember in the sounds of everything, it was stereotypical Judgment Day play, distractions here, distractions there, and Lyra still won. No change, so it's whatever.
I definitely didn't care for the match. I don't want to say skip because while I enjoy both of them as competitors, as athletes, as superstars. This was very much a throwaway match. This
I
could
was
have been an
ooh,
alive. This could have
I
been
was literally
alive.
going to say that. It was a throwaway match.
This yeah, this throw up. It could have been alive. I'm still like I like watching Valkyria's matches, like they're, but like I'm not sold on her yet.
Like
Like I
I
like I get
I
it, but like I that's what I'm saying. I fuck with her, but like right now it's just I just know you like Ravens, like like
a
that's
little it's like yeah, see there's that and there's not enough to her name right now that's like makes you be all like yeah, yeah, there's not enough that got you like I get her gimmick and I'm
yeah,
like I like what she do in the ring. She's pretty and
yeah,
is like I kind of like her little like what she kind of representing right now because like
yeah.
even now when she was in NXT, and I feel like this is the other thing. When she was in NXT, she did have a particular personality and whatnot. And like, but I will also say her last little story arc that she had in NXT, most of the intrigue of the story was from the other girl. Cause I can't think of her name, but like it was like this whole thing where like the other girl that was there, she was kind of crazy, but she like really liked Lyra. Like and she was all like, "You're my best friend." Type situation, right?
Yeah,
And like she would like anytime like if something happened to Lyra or like she lost a match or something like that, she'd be all like, "I have to avenge my best friend. Like you don't do that to her." And so like it got to the point it got super crazy and to the point where something ended up happening and they ended up like she ended up turning on Lyra and then they had their little blowout match or whatever. And shortly after that little blowout match, she came to the main roster. But it's like when she came to the main roster, it's like when she came to the main roster, it's almost as if they tried to like it's almost like they kind of undid her and then tried to rebuild her to a certain degree,
they often do that.
which is where they that's like the whole with the feathers and everything and
Mm-hmm.
caw and all that good stuff. Like it's like they tried to really sell us on that and
Gimmicky
like
almost.
and where no one's kind of buying like they her theme song gets kills me because it's like people are like, I really want to be interested in you. So I'm gonna woo. But at the same time, I don't know what I'm doing. So like I'm wooing, but like there's I'm not putting my whole soul into it. And then on top of that, no one can ever do it on key.
Bro,
Which
that reminds me of I can't remember what his name is. Who's in Ring of Honor? He said the whoop whoop. No, they never could do it to the beat. Like the whoop whoop, it'd be like whoop 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 whoop. Whoa, whoa, bro, the whoop whoop just passed. Wait
listen,
the
like
next
every
measure.
because it's like because then it's almost like they don't know her theme song well enough. So it's like they'll it's like dun 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 Woo! Dun, woo! Dun, 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 ba-ba-bum, woo! Bum, woo! Bum. They just can't get the woo in there the right spot. Like it kills me every time because I'm just like, fam, stop it.
Not as bad as Swerve's drummer, but anyway. Um, so we got that match. Got that match. Not that much of a skip, but more so moving on. Um, I would say it's moving on. And what
Yeah.
happens after that?
So what was so after that match, and you have to forgive me because of the way that Netflix works on my phone, I couldn't just like type in my notepad while
Mm,
Netflix kept going.
you
So it was
good?
like I had to be like literally I was like, okay, I would watch a segment and then it's like I have to literally completely exit out of Netflix, type my notes real quick, then come back in. But like
Mm,
and I don't know if it was doing this for you, but like the show was doing this weird thing where it'll be all like, "Hey, we're gonna go to commercial break." Psych! We're not going to a commercial break. The match is still going. And I'm just like, it was just like this weird thing where it'll be like, because it happened for like the first half of the show, where
where
it'll
you
always
saw in the
be all,
top right hand corner, it gave you a timer and everything.
yeah, it gave you a
Yeah,
timer over here
yeah.
when everything is still going. And it's almost as if like the announcers also didn't understand because they'll be like, "We'll be right back," and now we're still talking about the match and things are
That's kind of like
happening.
how AEW does when they have their commercial because their commercials, um,
But see,
they
when they do like the picture in picture thing, like usually they're quiet. They don't
no, no,
say
no,
anything.
no, no, no.
Oh,
They
they
don't.
do.
No, so they actually have where when they go to commercial, um, it used to be like Fight or whatever, but Fight would just keep the camera going. And while on the regular network, they would do the commercials, but on Fight, it just kept going. And they would do like mediocre commentary. Like they're not
Oh,
putting their all into it. They're like, okay, nice drop hold. Yeah, man, he does a good job with that. Okay. Hey, I wonder if like, it'll do small little stuff. So it's like
okay,
they're aware, but they're not there, you know?
got it. Okay,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
then I guess that's what they were doing. But it was weird and a little confusing. At first, I thought my shit was fucking up. I was like, but you just said, but you're still showing. I see the countdown thing at the top, but so after all of that goes down, right? Then there is okay, there we are. So then we go into the whole situation with Io, Rhea, and
Bianca.
I
Real quick. The cameraman was doing his job on Bianca. I'm sorry. The cameraman was doing his job. Now,
yes, but
now, I would never just completely objectify, but the cameraman knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing because there was no way you could not miss the yammy. You cannot miss the yams, the yamage. It was just there.
he
And not
said
saying it
the
wasn't
yam
there. The yamage,
yamage.
the yamage. It was there. But
Yamage. That's
we all
that.
know you ain't never heard of the yams?
Oh, I know yams,
Oh, okay.
but like
The yamage.
yamage.
Yes.
That's
Because it's yams that be doing damage. You know what I'm saying? If they doing damage, it's yamage.
I I picked up on the context.
Okay, I know. I
I
know if he was like, that's
no
crazy.
I no no it is.
The
but
image.
but I'm here. I get it. I get it. But like, so they're out there, and I believe all three of them are out there, and excuse me with that yawn. But Adam Pierce, he's like had it up to his eyeballs with the whole situation. And like the girls are like still at each other's throats about what's been going on and this, that, there. And so Bianca's all like, "Yo, Adam Pierce, who am I fighting for this title? I went through the elimination chamber and all of this. I've earned my spot and I've earned this match. So who am I fighting?" Kind of thing. And he's all like, "Relax. What we're gonna do to try and appease all of this, these two are gonna fight each other again." Which when he said that, I'm like, Adam Pierce, you full of shit, bro. Because that's not how you handle this situation. Like, but yourself, do whatever you want, I guess. So he's all like, "Yeah, no, no. Next week there's gonna be a rematch, and y'all two are gonna fight, and whoever wins will go to WrestleMania, and that's who Bianca's gonna face." And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe they ended up like scrapping it again.
Yes, yeah, it's crap.
Right.
It's crap.
But like,
And
so,
Bianca ended up on top.
for once. Well, I say for once, but like she hasn't been ending up. Rhea's been getting her licks back hard through most
Oh
of this
yeah.
process,
Oh
and
yeah.
so Bianca now, and it's coming back to me the fact that Bianca was standing up in the ring on her own against the wall. I'm sorry.
Fans, you got to realize we do this a lot. If there is a theme song that matches the situation, whoa, we're using it. You can't expect a reference. Whoa.
There it is.
You can't respect the reference tonight. Yeah,
You
we'll
know
do
it's
stuff like that.
weird because like before you even did it, that song was in my head. Like I don't
Brothers for a reason, dude. Brothers
like I
for a reason.
like I because there wasn't anything that you said that would have made sense for that Cody Rhodes theme song, but literally as you were saying that, all I'm just hearing in my mind, well, oh, so I'm just, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but anyway, you know, 'cause it's when it comes, so like
That segment.
after that segment, right? And I hate that I had to do my notes this way. I'm not doing this thing. I'm not gonna do it like this again. I'm gonna find a better way. But
Okay.
so then we get Penta and Dom backstage. So Dom out here, he approaches Penta. He's all like, "Hey, you know, I think you would be great for the team and all this other stuff," and trying to trying to sugar him up a little bit. But he's all like, it's because it's like he doesn't even let Penta get a word in. He's all like, wait, say it. I know you got an Intercontinental title match tonight and everything, and just keep in mind that like with us on your side, you can be leaving here tonight happy. I'm just saying. Do your match, give us thought, see what happens type situation, right? Penta just kind of look down like, all right, whatever, kind of thing. So the seeds have been planted there. Then we get this this promo about the history and the back
Oh my gosh.
about El Grande Americano. Boy. Fam, if this wasn't some of the funniest shit I've ever.
I think all the
Bro,
photos were AI. I swear, I really do.
fam, I was in tears. Fam, and I'm talking fam. When I tell you they went in this, they went in on this. The fact that they, it's like living off of the coast of the Great Gulf of America. I'm like, oh, wow, this is what we're doing. Oh man, I was bawling, dog. I was bawling, tears of laughter with this whole situation. Fam, like I literally lost it when they referred to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. Like the fact that they slid that in there, I'm like, oh, y'all really doing it, and I love it.
But
This is
here's the goofy thing that I said. I want to say it's goofy, but it does make sense. Okay, so here's the thing. This wrestler, when did he get signed? If this is not Chad Gable, when did he get signed? Why wasn't he announced? Two,
well
wasn't he?
apparently
I'm cooking real quick. So if that's the case, he also jumped the barricade and messed with a wrestler. He's supposed to get banned from wrestling events. But now you're telling me he's an employee? Make it make sense?
listen, the way that Adam Pierce made it sound when he was talking about it is funny because like yo Raven, yo Rey Mysterio, Dragon. Rey Mysterio and Dragon, fam. Like Rey Mysterio, he's all like, "Yo, I've had it up to here with this dumb shit," because Gable comes there, he's all talking about the fact like, "I can't have a match tonight. I'm under the weather. I'm sick. Here's my doctor's note." Rey Mysterio's looking, I was like, "The fuck is this? Are we in freaking preschool? The doctor's note?" He's like, "Adam Pierce, you can't be fucking serious." And Adam Pierce looking like over here looking like his hands are tied. I mean, the, the doctor did sign it. I can't like. He's all like, you know, you know, you can't sit here and look me in my eyeballs and not know. But we gonna do okay, okay, okay. Fair. Rey Mysterio was hot. And then when Adam Pierce was talking about the fact, like, it's almost like, like I'm over here, I'm like, yo, Adam Pierce, who's part of your chain of command, and who dropped the ball on this one, and was just all like, oh, you want a contract? Yeah, you done. We can work here.
It's
And
official.
he's literally Adam Pierce is all like, well, I mean, and he said it like as if he was like his hands were tied in the. Well, I mean, El Grande Americano did just get signed. He just, I will like Adam Pierce. Who did it? Who is above you pulling these strings? Because Vince McMahon isn't here. I know that. So I'm just like,
I couldn't think of
oh,
anybody lucha. There's nobody I can think that's a lucha legend that's behind the scenes like that could have pulled that string. Unless it's Shawn Michaels, because apparently he be cooking.
that's a thought. But like, fam, that that whole intro into all of this was
His theme song
wild.
was no better, bro. How are you supposed to be big American with the most generic? Mexican music. Like it was so generic.
Insulting, more like it. Like,
Yes.
goddamn.
Yes. Very insulting.
And
Very.
so they get the match against Dragon Lee. Now, this match was great.
Oh yeah, actually, I even said best match of the night. Hands down.
Oh, absolutely. Because El Grande Americana is amazing. They both made each other
You
look
mean Chad Gable,
great.
yes.
Whoa, Chad Gable was sick. Then he had a doctor's. Allegedly. Which which is which is even
Nigga
more
please.
funnier. This is even more funnier because the way that Michael Cole and um Pat McAfee were going about it. Because Michael Cole's all like, you know that's Chad Gable. He did the super kick, the stalling German, and the moonsault and all that. He did all of his moves. Okay. I hope Chad Gable feels better from his doctor's note. Like Michael Cole, he's so fed up with it. So fed up with it.
But honestly,
And
best match of the night. I mean, granted, I didn't like how they ended it off with pulling Lee's
fam, that
mask.
part,
That
listen,
was
that
that
part
was
got
scary.
real. That shit got real for me. I was like, oh,
Yeah, because that's like
literally
the
hit me with that.
closest. That's the closest you almost got to revealing a Lucha's face. And I know they take that serious, so it was just like, but like everything else in the match, the spot, the German off the apron, like also I think when Chad gave, excuse me, when Big or El Grande Mexicano be hitting the gym, that man is all lean.
Bruh,
The long way.
listen, what
The
is it that
long way.
what's Jacob Fatu's t-shirt? All gas, no brakes. Like, yeah.
No, that's Braun.
No.
Thought it was Braun.
What? No, that's Jacob.
Oh,
That
okay,
that's
okay.
Jacob. All gas, no brakes.
You right. Okay, I don't know why I thought I saw it on the commercial and it said Braun on there. I don't know why, but anyway,
It's probably Strowman because they're fighting.
yes.
So after that, right? But yeah, him when he fam, I I thought like when he ripped the mask off, I was like I wasn't ready.
Neither was
And then
I.
he locked the ankle lock, and it was like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah, like how is he supposed to cover his
That's
face and still tap? Not like you can't use both hands, but like you still trying to cover this up as much as possible.
like the disrespect. God. Anyway, so that's happening. And so then we go into the CM Punk Roman stuff. They show the promo. And CM Punk comes out. Which, out of the three, thank God for CM Punk. Which is crazy work coming out of my mouth. Because I am a very well known CM Punk hater.
I mean, I was just in Chicago, bro. When I got off that plane, guess what I did?
My man said he got off the plane, took a knee, touched the ground a little bit, looked at his watch. What time is it? It's clobber time.
Yes.
But like CM Punk comes out to the ring, and this may sound like crazy work with like my history and usual dislike for CM Punk, but man, I am 100% behind CM Punk on this because CM Punk was spitting some facts here, especially when he refers to Roman Reigns and stuff like that. Because he's all like, "Listen, Roman, like I hate to break it to you, and maybe you forgot, and I know it's been a long time because I think he said this the other week. He was like, I know it was a long time since you were in a Royal Rumble, but uh, it's every man for himself. I didn't screw you. I did what I had to do to try to win, buddy." And so going into this promo, he's all like, it's like literally his position is like, yeah, no, like screw Seth Rollins the long way, okay?
The
Roman,
long way.
he's like, Roman, like, you're just upset. You're mad at the fact that before he was your wise man, he was something to me.
He was my wise man. Yep.
And I'm just like, oh. And he's all like, and I still have my, my wish, my back pocket from Paul. But before I cash in on it, I guess I have to deal with you two. And he's like, y'all have made this personal for yourselves. To me, this is all just business because the thing that I said when I came back was that I came here to make money and be a champion again. And what we got going on right here isn't facilitating. And he's like, so when we do this contract signing, I'm going to be reading so that I can make sure that it says and notes that whoever comes out on top on this is going to be getting their hands on that belt. And I'm like, you know what, CM Punks, spit your game, talk your shit, bro.
Video game, talk your shit, great. Yeah, yeah.
Cause you're making all of the sense. You're making all the sense. And I'm like, and it's one of those things like CM Punk's the only one who's actually showed up to the party with his priorities straight. Seth
Mm-hmm.
Rollins is out here on some whatever for himself and towards Roman, and then a little bit of CM Punk. Roman, who I feel is like the most detached from CM Punk, outside of the fact that they share a wise man. But it's that's getting that's getting interesting.
I will agree. Promo was really good. I mean, he came in on business and he was like, "Hey, like to get to where I need to be, you two gotta go." And it didn't
Look,
have to be that way, but you made it
but
that
y'all
way.
forced it that way.
Yeah, it's all personal for you guys, but me. And I find it funny because I was just watching like a thing about Street Fighter and how the actor who played M Bison in the movie was like, his history and stuff like that. And knowing that CM Punk is a big fan of comics and everything, kind of nerd and stuff like that, for him to say, for you two, it's personal. For me, it's business. It's like just
Literally, he's
two
like,
things.
this is just business. Yeah, because I like how it was like when I read that contract, I'm gonna make sure that this contract says something that it says it's going to lead me to the title picture because that's where I'm trying to be at. That's where I want to be at. Where I'm trying to go. But I gotta deal with these children. get them off my cape right now. And I'm like, ooh, talk your shit, CM Punk. Because right now, if it was a shirt, I'd be wearing this. Was right. Because right now he is.
Either way, I mean, it was a decent moment to the segment. And when we kind of go into the next portion, I think that's the main event, actually, right?
Hold up. Because not quite.
Because I could have sworn it was another match.
So after actually, you might be right. Because after that happens, right? We have a couple of more segments that happen. So like Logan Paul does his little bit,
Yep,
his
yep,
little
yep, yep.
skit where he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be there next week to call out." Who is he calling out? Goddamn,
AJ.
AJ Styles. So now him and AJ Styles are going tomorrow or next week. So there's that, and then and it was at this point when they actually brought the fact that, hey, you know how y'all got John Cena and then Cody came out to the ring and started talking too? It was at this point they was like, hey, I'm gonna do that again. So it's like, yay. No, I'm kidding. Like, but that's almost how it because it's so like, and so after that, right? Later on, this is when Bianca comes back and she's talking to Adam Pierce and she's like, she's all up in arms about the situation and stuff like that, and saying like, yo, like I earned my spot, so I have a right to know who's gonna be. And he's all like, well, we're gonna find that out. As a matter of fact, we're not just gonna find that out, but you're gonna help me find it out, and you're gonna be a special guest referee. And she's like, wait, whoa, we're a special guest referee? He's like, yep, that match, yep, you got it. I believe in you. And
You don't know how you feel about it. It's gonna lead into another breakout. It's not gonna progress the story. It just go ahead and make it the triple threat. But I think the
just go
reason
ahead.
why the only reason why they're doing it is because they need to build it up because the story is already there. And if you just go ahead and do it and make the match, like, what are you gonna
There
be able to
has to
do to keep us
be
going? Yeah.
there has to be the actual reason why it's a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am glad the fact that they made it very clear that Ayo, what Rhea Ripley did, that doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean anything. I posted it on our Facebook. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Not recently.
Or oh my goodness, it's good. I might let me. I have to double check because I think I might have actually did it in the reels. But someone sent to me, and it's actually Bianca talking about her point of view of that whole situation last week. And that shit is rich because it's literally Bianca like talking as herself as she's talking about how like the whole reincarnation this does that and she is like there's the part where she's all like and this part I don't understand. She picks up the contract and she signs it like that means something. That doesn't mean anything. Like, and it's funny because we were saying this because she's all like, "Am I crazy?" Because that's not how that works. That's not how contracts work. And I was like, "Oh, I did post on my page because I was like, thank you, Bianca.
I'm gonna
That's
have to
not how
find
that
that.
works."
You know what? That'd be a shirt right there. That's not how that works.
That's not.
That's not how that works. We find that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's on the Facebook page.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
peep
I
that.
definitely I definitely shared it. But it was just so funny how she said all that. And so push come to shove, Adam Pearce is all like, yeah, no. you're gonna find out, and you're actually gonna find out firsthand because you're going to be in the ring making sure the right person is going to be it. And you're going to count three for the submission because you're in the match. Special guest referee. And she's like, wait, what? No, I can't. She's like, I can't do that. I've never been a referee before. And he's all like, well, I guess you better start learning. You got 7 days. I was like, damn, Adam Pierce is up to his optic stem nerve endings.
It's official. He needs to start doing that, man. He could do it on Twitter. He could do it on X all the time. He'd be like, "Look, you're gonna be a special guest referee, whatever. Da 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 da. It's official. Walk off. Like what? He could have his own damn shirt right now. I don't know. Anyway,
it just says it's official.
like literally, bro. Have a check mark on it or something like that. I don't know. But after that segment.
So after that, now we're getting into the final, right?
That's what I'm ready to talk about. It's your boy Saddle.
So
anyway,
Penta versus Bronathan Breaker.
Can we talk about the Penta drip real quick?
Please. Let's
the
talk about
red be redding, son. That his jacket, I probably wouldn't wear it, but that jacket, he be dressing up. He's almost like Mysterio with the you get the walk in. Yes, the walk.
Love that.
That it's so like I said before, when you start watching Lucha and you see all this develops, it's like, bro, that's Penta, man. But like I said, his outfits right now, all fire. Like the outfits are like stuff I probably wear outside. I'm sorry, I wear it outside.
We outside? Yeah, no,
yes.
I he was dripping.
Yes,
sir.
to say the least. Neither.
So Penta comes out there, and then of course he's going up against our Intercontinental champion Bronathan Breaker. And fam, this match was so good. This match was so good.
Not match of the night. But it was good.
It was close.
Yeah, very much. Very much.
It was like I almost feel as if it really should be. But still, it was a good match.
Pause real quick. I'm a glaze homie real quick with this because I'm gonna say it. But I'm very proud of Penta right now. I'm very proud. Man came in. He's already main eventing the show.
Listen, Penta putting in work, and it's like Penta is putting in work, and it does not feel like they're trying to shove him down our throat. Cause like, and because they also brought him in very different. Because usually when you bring in a new guy, kind of thing, you let him take on Jobber for a little bit before you release him to the world. Penta wasn't fucking with no Jobber. He went straight into it with Chad Gable. And then going off with Ludwig and Butch.
Pete.
I said what I said.
The bruiserweight will find you. But continue.
Find me then. Don't do that. Don't do that. I live way too close to the performance center to be carrying around like that. Like, nah. Only show up at my door. Beat my ass. But great match, but the ending, god damn it, the ending got me busted because they interfere. So, because Judgment Day comes out there and they're scouting, right? They're peeping and everything, and like, oh, kind of fun. And there's a certain point where they just say, like, we're gonna just pull the trigger, and they jump. They jump 'em.
And it's a funny thing when that happens too. Like, I always find it interesting how the wrestler in the match can hit outside interference, and it's okay. But obviously, the minute they hit them, it's disqualified. Okay, like it's just always weird how they can shoo them off, attack them, no problem, and get back to the match with no consequence. But if they even lay up,
Because with, I guess, and I feel as if there's a term or something, like, written down that full on shows, but I do believe it's just that whole idea, the fact that just because they're out there doesn't mean that they've done anything to interfere in the match, no more than
yeah,
what this or that, if they're, manager wise. But as soon as you cross that, for lack of better words, like that personal boundary,
exactly, disqualification.
so they fighting, and they're trying to jump. Specifically, they're jumping Brothaz. Okay, they're beating him up, and they're all like, yo, Penta, let's fuck him up. Let's beat his ass. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because we want you in. We want you in the fold and all this other stuff. And see, he's just, and then he's like, are you in or are you out? And everyone's like booing and booing. And then all of a sudden he's like, should I do it? They with me.
I just did the action. He took the chair, super kick.
Van Daminator, like, because that's what I will always,
I mean,
regardless of
yeah,
who's doing
dynamic,
it,
yeah, yeah.
literally, because Bronathan is in the middle of the ring. He's hurt. He's beaten, even though he did win because of interference. They're all like, "Hey, take this chair, finish him, and join us, bro." It's like initiation type thing. While Finn is watching in the back behind Domin, he's all like, thinking, he's thinking, he's thinking, he's thinking, and then he finds all like, no, not doing it. Which now got Dom getting all kinds of crazy because he just got done dealing with the whole thing with Finn, and then now Penta done threw a chair at him and he got kicked in the face with it. So Dom can't win for losing.
I mean, he has lived. That man can never lose.
But Liv is only going to be able to do.
Nah, bro, that man can soil himself in the ring
Hey,
and make it can be visible, and it will still not be a L because he gonna go
it's
back to that locker room. He gonna take a shower, and he's still gonna be right there with Liv, bro. He's still winning. That man cannot take a loss right now. He's gonna be winning.
yeah, it's a thing. It's a Van Daminator shoes out the set, all this good stuff, and well, as they should be. Fam, I'm ready to see Finn rip this boy a new.
You think that might be the Mania match?
No. So I think it was actually Lord Zay who brought it up when we did our little podcast. And
Mm-hmm.
he's all like, it's hold on, now I'm trying to think. Because I want to make sure I quote him right. But I want to say
It's a filler.
no. It'll come to me.
Okay.
But but yeah, no, like wait, well, oh wait. Because he was saying the fact that so okay, there it is. I'm pretty certain it was actually Lord Zay who brought this up, Alex. I'm pretty certain he was the one who made the statement of fact that like it's gonna be a triple threat for the Intercontinental title. And he and I think you can honestly say that this might be his discus lariat, but he thinks Dom is gonna come out of WrestleMania.
That'd be the biggest middle finger. The biggest middle finger.
Yes, he believes that Dom is gonna come out of this champion at
Speaking
the
of
end of the
which, speaking of which, Mania. I know our next episode is supposed to be continuing on the questions. I truly feel like because we kind of know what the card is right now to start doing WrestleMania predictions.
You know, that's perfectly fine because right the last little bit of our podcast that we did, if you haven't seen it, um I asked him to give me some of his predictions. And I think
Mm,
that's where that came from when he was all like he sees Dom coming out of WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title.
gotcha.
And let it be known, Lord Zay is good at that. His predictions
Predicting.
are fam. The one that got me the most. Okay, we was watching a Royal Rumble, and it was the one when Edge came back. Now, it didn't make sense because, like, at the time, no one knew Edge was going to come back. Okay, like whispers were out there, but it was all like, you know, how, like you know how you have to do it, take it with a grain of salt type situation. We're sitting there in his house, and he just like as the countdown is on three, two, and one, right? He just says, "You think you know me?" And I look out, I was like, "Edge ain't gonna be out. You think you know me? Know me?" Dun, 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 dun. And I'm looking at him like,
How in the
"How no?
flip?
How did you know? You just with your whole chest nonchalantly called that. Like, how did you know?" Just it was he was like what like it was like entrance like number like 15 or 16.
Yeah, that's just a random
Like it
spot to just be
like
guessing it. Yeah.
like it wasn't even like there was nothing. There was nothing that remotely symbolized, oh, look at the conditions of the ring. Ed should come out to this. Ed should come out. Not at all. And that's not the first time. I actually I want to say what's that? No, I actually think maybe that might have been like the first time where it was all like very noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's happened like two, three other times before. Like he even was the one that like he brought like when John Cena heel, because like I feel like a lot of people knew something was going to happen, they just didn't know. But like during that whole segment, I remember Zay, he was just all like, I know this doesn't make any sense, and this is probably a stupid idea. But imagine if John Cena just like straight turned on it and left with The Rock. And at the time, I was because this was while they was still like conversating and everything. I was all like, that would be crazy. I'm kind of for it. Kind of for it.
And long and behold,
Lo and behold, indeed, it was no longer it was no longer questionable because it happened and it was a thing, and I'm just like, say
who are you?
who are you getting your information from, and why are you not sharing it?
But would you
Like,
want to be spoiled like that though?
yes, like,
I'm dead.
like, look, I was like, fam, we got DraftKings out here, bro. Like, I'm trying to get the paper.
That's valid. That's valid. It's valid. It's valid. It's valid. It's valid. It's valid.
Like, at this point, I want to like get like his full synopsis on what he thinks is going to happen, and I'm going to bet on every single one of them with the answer he gave, because he
I
be
mean,
hitting
hey,
jackpots hard, fam.
if you do it, if it happens, gotta give him a cut. But overall, for Raw, I will say pretty solid B.
B indeed,
B indeed. B indeed.
absolutely.
And only
And this
because we
time it was the matches.
yes, yes. The segments not so much. It was really the matches that made it match of the nights, you know. Because at the end of the day, as wrestling fans, we are here to watch wrestling. The stories you tell are great, but we are also here to watch wrestling. And there was some good damn wrestling.
Yeah, tonight there was. It's funny because like last week it was all like, man, those segments and those promos were on point. This week, man, the wrestling is on point.
They're listening to us. They're listening to the universe.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, that was our Raw. Give it a solid 8. Like, I am looking forward to what's going to happen. So, I'm not looking forward to this like 3 p.m. start time, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
If I want to watch it live, so. But
Well,
yeah.
I also would love to just hear from our comment section. What are your thoughts about Raw? You know, what was your match of the night? I said that it was El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee,
Mm.
and it's definitely a toss up for that intercontinental title match. Excuse me, stutter. Intercontinental title match. But we would love to hear your comments, especially what you thought about with Raw. What would you rank Raw in a ranking system from which we're gonna have to do that in the pod next? From a E as the lowest, and S tier as the highest. So I definitely
We
want to say
got a
I'm
lot
looking.
to talk about for the
Yeah,
pod.
we got a lot of talk. That's the whole pod is about. You're gonna be growing and learning with us. Okay, you're gonna be learning more about how we just became the wrestling fans that we are, and just how we act more often. This is a growing process for everybody. Okay, but it's the Masaku.
And it's your boy, Swag Switch in the building. And we're not ones that really harp on it, but only because of the fact that I kind of noticed that, we actually don't say it a whole lot, but like when you're down there in the comments, like do the whole like and subscribe and noti bell and all that. Do the YouTube thing
You're
while you're
right.
down
You're right.
there. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not your mama or your daddy or
Matter of
even
fact, no,
related
no, no,
to
no, no, no. If you got to the end of this video and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing?
I mean, you might as well.
What are you doing?
At the end of the day,
That way
you'll
you
you'll come back.
yes, you can come back for more of us and more of these reviews and more of our wrestling, like I would say our history with wrestling, how much we love it as, if not a sport, a story, and honestly just a culture that is wrestling. But until next time, we'll be right back here for AEW Dynamite. We'll be give you a review for that as well. So it is the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. Until next time, guys, have a good one.